that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling.
Coach, it is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, Haskins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Left side taken in by Washington. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go. Secure. Set the turn, defense. Let's go. 58, boys. 58. Come on.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Doyle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Haskins to the right side and complete to Washington. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third down. Here's Haskins. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing, Hundley. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down.
56, the mic, boy, 56. Check, 56.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot. And
he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jack Doyle. His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, motion, wide motion.
Now Hundley. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Smith. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
53, check 53.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jerome Baker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
Watch out. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here I come.
He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, baby.
Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but over the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Calais Campbell was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Another try after the first down sack. Hundley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Haskins to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jerome Baker in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Rush comes and they block it. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Haskins. Left side, Doyle with it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
But it's brought in by Washington. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Smith trying to run for it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. leads to second and goal at the Patriots.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. On second down, it's Ware. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Spencer Ware, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They're going to look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Second and 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Hundley now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This is Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. They'll try and run with Ware. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jerome Baker racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Haskins, 3rd and long, steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it. It got his man, complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, 81 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll set up to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Being chased out left. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Throwing, Hundley. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
56, right there, 56.
First and 10.
On first down, here's Breida. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Hundley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coaches...
And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go, go, go.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 17, Conley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear that?
It's not scales, right?
Yeah.
I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now back to throw. And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Haskins going to try to throw it and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly.
There.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They run again with Breida, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw.